What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you an anime review of Berserk episode 14 of the second quarter 2017. And I ended up enjoying the first episode, episode 13, a lot more than I thought I did. And this episode was okay, but I didn't like it as much as the first episode, besides the parts that we got with Guts, which we see the inner conflict with Guts that he's having with this wolf demon inside him, which we know is going to be a big part of the series, to the point where it's driving him mad. You know, it's talking to him saying, why are you even wasting your time trying to protect this girl? Are you trying to, you know, redeem yourself or something? She's good as dead. Just leave her behind. Stop torturing her. Stop pulling her into his life. Give in to the evil and just destroy demons. And we know that Guts cares a big deal about Casca and doesn't want to do that. So he has to battle these demons every night until the sun comes up. Who knows how much sleep he's getting? Who knows where his mind is going right now? And we see that this is finally taking its toll on him, and this wolf demon is taking him over to the part where it's even possessing him, to the point where he actually hurt Casca in this episode, where he was choking her because he thought that she was like a demon or some type of manifestation that has haunted them, and things got weird, really weird, like really weird, to the point where he was trying to calm her down, and he kissed her, and he bit her on the titty. It was just like, what the hell? But hey, it's Berserk. We know Berserk goes there, and Berserk can get crazy. But the majority of this episode was taken up by the backstory of Serpico and Farnese, and seeing how these two came along. We see in her past that Farnese always was a little bastard. I mean, she was a demon child from the beginning, but having Serpico around is what kind of kept her grounded in her own twisted type of way, because she really didn't have control of her own life. She was doing everything that her father told her to do, no matter what, as far as like getting rid of old toys and things of her past, treating people like scum, getting married to people that she didn't want to marry. But no matter how much she sucked it up and still did it, she will always confide in Serpico. And we see some very hard times for Serpico as well, because we see that he was taken in by Farnese in her own twisted way. She was like, I saved you from getting beat up by these thugs and left out in the cold, so now you're my slave. So he's working for her, but he has a mother at home that he's using all his money to take care of. And these two kind of build a relationship with that, because Farnese pretty much drove away everybody that she worked for. She probably didn't do something worse. I mean, I think they said she set one chick on fire. Like, this bitch is crazy. But, you know, they said Serpico didn't get the same type of treatment that everybody else did from her. So, I guess he got off good. But we also found out something really big about Serpico in the episode as well, is that he was actually the, well, not illegitimate son. He was the true son of Farnese's father, but he said, you know what, I got enough boys already that's gonna try to come to my throne, so yeah, you're just gonna have to not even think about being a prince one day and just keep being a slave. Oh yeah, and your mother? Yeah, I'll go visit her, even though he was lying his ass off. His mother's somewhere in the sick bed going crazy. And this guy was just like, oh well, at least you're safe, right? So that was a little bit of scum, but we know almost everybody in Berserk is scum. It does a really good job of making you hate people and show how much people are selfish, how people can be driven in this world. And another part of the episode, especially the big beginning of it, was basically getting the band back together. We see Shurikei, the little witch girl who is going to be a very big part of this season. We see Isidro back. We see Farnese and Serpico all going back to Guts. So now the band is all together to get Casca to Puck's homeland of Elfenheim, which should be a place where she can live in peace and not get haunted by the demons of the mark that's on her neck. So we get the band back together in this one. We don't have Shurikei yet, but we know that she's actively going to be looking for Guts, and she's going to be joining that team. And Farnese's world was turned completely upside down after the Tower of Conviction. I mean, after getting involved with Guts and everything that he was going in, everything that she believed ended up being a lie. The Holy See and everything that she believed in were really demons. So now she's like, there's no way I can go back there, because it goes against everything I feel. So even though we got a big episode of the backstory between Farnese and Serpico, even that part with Serpico where he had to kill his own mother because she was a heretic, and you know, Farnese in her own twisted way, again, she was kind of sympathizing with him. You know, everybody was looking like, wait a minute, your mother's a non-believer? What? Kill her. And she really deep down kind of didn't want Serpico to do it, but she did it in a way to make it seem like those same fiery arrows wouldn't be turned on him. So it was bad, but you can see a little bit of care about it. At least that's what I got out the scene. It was some powerful things, but at the same time, it felt like this was really glossed over. And from what I can remember from the manga, it was a little bit more elaborated on, and it did feel a little bit rushed. So that's probably the only negative about the episode. And it's going to be a long, painful journey for Gus, because now Casca's even more fearful of him than she already was. And it doesn't help that she almost got violated again. Then Guts comes in. I swear, I mean, at some point, I think that's the only thing that her character is good for is like for damn near getting violated and she goes crazy. But of course, this time she actually kills some people. So maybe it's still a little bit of herself in there, that she at least had enough sanity to defend herself, because those guys got wrecked. But now Gus is to the point where he has to tie her up and carry her around. And then when everybody else saw it, it was like, why is Casca tied up? So yeah, he got a little bit of explaining to do there. So overall, again, I liked episode 13 better than I did like episode 14. Not to say that it was bad, but I don't know, it just seems like the pacing was a little bit off with this episode. I mean, if they were going to go ahead and do the backstory of Farnese and Serpico, maybe that should have just been the whole episode instead of splitting it up between showing what's going on with Gus and Casca and the demon that he is literally fighting with this wolf demon inside of him, and then going back to the backstory and then going to this. It could have had a little bit of a better flow to it. But overall, let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comments below. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content that you indulge on this channel. And as I always say, you guys be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.